Live on YouTube. I forgot to do that, but this time I'm not gonna forget because I just did it. Alright, live on YouTube, live on Twitch. What more do we need? I need to get all my chats up there. My activity feed. Alright. I'm basically ready now. Am I ready? Dang. No condom Chris is in the house trying to do type racer. Don't defense gets mad if I don't post the type racer into the Discord. So I'm gonna have to do it. Don't defense second already? Not quite. Let's see real quick. Nah. Oh, just one more race to go. This could be right here if don't defense shows up. Alright, there's the racetrack. I gotta post it in the Discord to be fair and square. Alright, first race, warm up, second race, championship round. Everybody knows that. Alright, you ready? It's just the two of us, man. Just the two of us. Oh, there's a guest. I'm trying to hit triple digits. Man, I think that's don't defense. 99. Must be don't defense, man. He's trying to do that sneaky guest only thing. Anyways. Don't defense thinks I don't know the tricks. Alright, that was just the warm-up. This is the championship round. New rule, guests don't count. No, guests are alright as long as they post a screenshot. And don't defense always, you know, post a screenshot. Anyways, you can assume it's don't defense, man. I think it's fair. Alright, here we go, man. Championship round. A lot is on the line. Man, that was a really difficult passage, man. Can't believe no Connor Chris choked. Big time choke. Even I got higher than you, man. And then, man, who's the guest with 95 WPMs? Of course. Of course it's Don't Defense, who just posted in the Discord the dang proof. This is... Didn't even have time to open the stream, yeah. I mean, even Don't Defense didn't get triple digits there. Nobody got triple digits. They're tied now. Yeah, they're tied now, man. Dang. I gotta fix my website with these notification things. I'm gonna block my own notifications for now. 95. Jesus Christ. Let's see how it sorts. Yeah, I don't know how it sorts. I think it's just random. Or maybe it's like by most recent win. Who knows? Oh man. Anyways, I suppose that's how it's sorted. Anyways, check out my new feature, man. Does it work? Who knows if it works? Maybe alphabetical, yeah, perhaps. But alright, let me try and test it. Dang. Did I misconfigure my thing? It's not supposed to go to www. Let me log in with my alt account. And why am I even doing this, man? I should be doing the LeetCode Daily real quick. Well, yeah, the socket thing needs to be removed. That's left over from something. Don't worry about it. Hold on. Let me get in here real quick. Send button. Yeah, maybe you're not connected. You gotta be logged in. Sometimes you have to refresh the first time. I need to add some like more features, you know, but this is what it is for now. Hold on. Let me get my code here. All right, let me see. So, dang, that I didn't even receive that message though. Oh, this one disconnected. What the hell is going on, man? How's it gonna disconnect? Oh, Bobby Blue is here. Yeah, it doesn't show like old messages. Kinda working. But not super working. This is just the first iteration, I guess. Oh, Pat's Hello World in the house. we gotta choose our dang colors or something. Everyone's yellow, it seems. Anyways. Figueroa, what's happening, man? Yeah, glad to catch another stream again. Yeah, I'm glad you're here too. I missed 2 streams, man, on Monday and on Saturday because I was sick over the weekend. I'm still a little bit sick. And Monday I had something to attend to. So, I mean, I'm back to my regularly scheduled streams now, you know. All right, what are we doing, man? I got to do LeetCode Daily first. Twitch wasn't the same without you? Nah, man. Twitch goes on. I'm just a drop in the ocean. What's happening? The scientist. Welcome to the party. Hey, what the hell is this? Did they change the UI again? It's like, this is all the LeetCode engineers do, man, is they change the UI, man. They gotta be working on some different things aside updating the UI. Zoogod, welcome to the party, and DevGod, also welcome to the party. Easter LeetCode Daily. Yes, you'll have been step away for a couple days. Yeah, new LeetCode UI drops. Oh, there's a new question bank. What is the new question? Shit. What is a new question bank, man? They gotta keep working on something. Nah, they should be working on like more features. I guess maybe with the UI there are some new features. You can also now filter out premium questions from the list that you ain't paying premium for. I see. Dark mode for the whole website. I thought they already have that, man. Anyways, let's check out the daily problem real quick. Count complete subarrays in an array. You are given an array nums consisting of positive integers. We call a subarray of an array complete if the following condition is satisfied. The number of distinct elements in the subarray is equal to the number of distinct elements in the whole array. Return the number of complete subarrays. A subarray is a contiguous, non-empty part of an array. The real Ismail, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the party. If you go contest page and discussion page, home page, it's still flashbangs. I see. Excuse me. Alright, what the hell, man? A subarray. Is this just a sliding window where first we get the amount of distinct elements and then we do some type of sliding window? But we're sliding and then we gotta like multiply however many to the left, to the right type of thing. It's one of them type of problems, man. Hepta5 in the house. Welcome to the party. Alright, let me try and figure this one out. I think I have an idea, but maybe my implementation might need some help. So how many distinct elements are there? 1, 2, 3. 3 distinct elements. Just 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And then I'm thinking of some type of sliding window, maybe like a multi-set or whatever, frequency map. Love the crop top. Hepta5, man, I swear, I gotta ask you a question, man. Do you ask every streamer about the crop top and booty shorts? I think I've seen you in other streams asking the same questions, man. I thought it was only me. How could you do that, man? How could you do that to me? I thought I was special, man. And you ask every other streamer about their crop top and booty shorts. Come on. Is that what you wear all the time? Anyways. David XD3212, thank you very much for the follow. Maybe we have a side gig that sells crop tops and we need to sell them, yeah? That's what's going on over there? Alright. Wait, they say this answer is 4. So I guess we grow the window, like grow. Wait, let me look at the constraints. Look at those constraints, man. It's only 1,000, so I can hit them with an n squared. So I don't even need a sliding window. I could just iterate until we have, like, I'll just make a set or something, and then I'll just add until we have 3 unique numbers. So increment, we're at 2 uniques. We're still at 2 uniques, we increment, and here we're at 3 unique elements. And then I can just add, you didn't get hit by the layoffs, did you? What layoffs, man? I'm still employed. And oh, I guess there are some layoffs in Google, but not my org. Some other org, like Pixels and stuff. Google did another 30K, dang, for real? Wait, am I laid off? Well, like right now? No, man. I was just in a war room today. I'm not laid off. But I didn't even know that. I didn't get no emails or anything. Sometimes I wish they would, you know. I wish they would lay me off, man. Kinda. I will be free. Anyways, so We keep going. You see 3 in the set, and now we know that this subarray is good, and also this subarray. So the size of this is 5, so it's gonna be like n minus I, so 5 minus, yeah, n minus I. That's how many subarrays we can add. And then we'll just n square it. So initially we start our I here, and we go until we see that, and then we increment it, and we start like that. That's how I'm gonna implement, man. So here we go. A little n squared action, because that's what they say is okay. Oh wait, I need to find out how many things in the set. Distinct. So that's how many distinct numbers there are. And I'm iterating like so. N squared style. I guess I'll make a new set. And then I'll just insert into our set the current number at j. And then if our set size is equal to that, that means we can do this little formula here, n minus I or n minus j. And we can break, perhaps. Is that it? I think that should work based on this thing. And since nums is 2000 or less, we probably don't even need a unordered set. We could probably use like a vector here to do that. No, but I think a set is still nice because we can find out how many numbers in there without having to traverse each element to check if it's 0 or 1 or something. Anyways, I'm somewhat confident this will work. Should I just send it and see? I gotta practice. Oh, look at that. Easy. Didn't even have to hit run. It feels good to one-shot problems still. But I don't think this is super optimal. I think we can do a lot better than this. I believe this problem can be solved in ON. Spoopdy, what's happening? But I don't know if I'm gonna spend time thinking about how to solve this in ON. Can it be? I think the sliding window thing, maybe. But I'm not 100% sure it's, you know. I'm lazy, man. Should I just look? Should I look at some people's solutions out there? Yeah, look at that. ON. ON, ON. Yeah, I think the n squared solution makes this problem not even medium, man. I'd say easy. Anyways, mind-blowing explanation. Yeah, they got some crazy titles going on. Ralphie Wheezy, what's happening? I use sliding window and dictionary. Yeah, that was my initial thought until I saw the constraints, and then I just n squared it. I'll be right back. I gotta get some water. All right. I'm back. What should I do? Should I try the n squared or the on solution here? Oh, Simon Lally from YouTube. What's happening? And Alpha. What's happening? Sorry I missed your message, man. Yeah, I haven't been online because I've been sick. I've been sick and I had something to do on Monday. So, but here I am, man. Back to normal. Man, my YouTube chats never refresh. I had to like physically refresh my window here. One day I'll figure all that stuff out. Feeling better a little bit. I'm still coughing, but I'm not feeling terrible, you know. I need to drink some medicine though, so like when I drink enough cough syrup, I get super drowsy. Should make an even more mind-blowing solution than that other guy. I don't know if I can, man. But let me try. Let me erase everything. And let me try and science this out, man. Is there a good rest in Hawaii or something? Nah, I don't want to go to Hawaii. It's so far. I've been to Hawaii one time. And it feels scary to be out there, man. Because you're like on this tiny island in the middle of the ocean. The closest landmass is like 10,000 miles away, you know? Maybe not 10,000 miles, but it's far, man. And you're like stranded. If you want to go anywhere, it's like a 10-hour flight, 8-hour flight. That's how Hawaii feels to me. You're like exiled in a dang desert. Or Tokyo or Zanzibar. Yeah, I'll take Tokyo, man. I mean, I'll go check out Zanzibar too. Alright, here we go. We're trying to do this sliding window style. So that means I'm growing my window. I have a frequency map or whatever, a set. I'll call it multi-set. So right now we have 1 and 3, and we grow the window. Now we have another 1 in there, and then we grow the window, and now we got 2 in there as well. So now our multi-set is of the right size. So I need to be able to add like 1 times 2 in there. Wait. Let me think. I'm thinking I gotta shrink the window somehow. So do I grow the window. Now we're at the max size of 3 elements. Do I shrink the window as well? Like, I know I dropped that one. Oops. I dropped that one and it's still okay. So I can drop it one more time. And then now the window is invalid. So maybe now I can multiply this times this to give me 4. And then that's it. And then I continue growing the window. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna see if it works. So my sliding window is not great. I wouldn't recommend my template, but it works for my strange mind. So what are we doing? When we grow the window, well, first let me use the multi-set. Should I use a multi-set? Or should I just use a dang frequency thing? I'm gonna just use a frequency map. So how do I grow my window? So the first thing, I gotta process whatever the right pointer is on. So I like to explicitly call out this like that, and then I increment it in my frequency map. So that would be like incrementing my right pointer means I consume that index and I go on to the next one. So then when am I shrinking the window? I'm shrinking the window. Let me think about this. I guess I can say, oh, I need to know how many distinct elements. So I'll make a new set. So that's distinct numbers or whatever. So while it's greater than equal to, do I shrink it? Let me think. I don't know, man. All right. While there's at least, well, it would never be greater because that's the maximum. So while it's equal to the distinct numbers, then we want to shrink the window. How do you do that? This is why I probably wanted to use like a multi-set here, so I don't have to do this weird combo where you decrement, you check if it's 0, and then you erase it. But it's not so bad. Maybe I need to check like something like here. And then, so if we should add, that means that the frequency map was, like the window contained everything, all the distinct elements we needed. And how do we know how much to add? It's gonna be like n minus right plus 1, maybe, multiplied by left minus 1. I don't know if that's true. Let me look down here. Index is 2. Oh, that's not wrong thing. That should be R and L. R L minus 1. So from here, yeah. No, that should be plus 1. Or I guess that should just be L. Alright, I don't know. I'm not too sure about this answer, man, but I'm willing to see. I'm not confident enough to just submit that, you know. Adam MC, thank you very much for the raid. What's happening, man? How are you doing? And what did I do here? Oh, a typo. Yeah, what's happening? How are you doing, Adam? Are you a LeetCode fan? Or are you a web dev fan? Right now I'm doing LeetCode, but I'm switching to web dev real soon. Hopefully. Man, I don't know. Should I give up on this? Down for the LeetCode, just came over from doing Android. I don't know the first thing about web dev. Are you doing Android like I don't even know anything about Android. Java stuff? And do classic raid and go eat. Alright, thank you very much. See you later. Enjoy your dinner. Kotlin, I see. Man, 555. So whatever I did works on the first one, but not on this one. Man, I give up. I don't got time for this today. Should I? Feel like it's something like this, yeah? Where you have to find out like how far left you can go. But something ain't right at all. Should I add some random test cases? Or add some more fives there? Maybe it's like that's okay if something's hard to do, then it's not worth doing. Icy Black Deep, what's happening, man? Sometimes I feel like that. So it was off by 10 and now it's off by 20. Oh, Brett is in the house and Panzer Link, what's happening? I think I see 2 issues. Yes, there's probably many issues. Alright, I can try to explain what I'm adding. So, alright, imagine this is the first example. And my window, I'm sliding, and I'm trying to grow my window until... Alright, I grow it one more. So this is my window currently, and it will have all the numbers, the maximum distinct numbers. So now, I'm trying to like, this n minus r plus 1, my r is at 4, my n is 5, and I'm adding 1 because it's actually 2 subarrays. It's this subarray, and then this subarray that's good. So that's 2 subarrays. And then, the L is just like this part. So like while this window is good, in this part, I'm shrinking it. So I'm taking the L and I'm dropping 1, but then it's still good because we have 3, 1, 2, and I'm just dropping it 1 more until I know like this was the last good thing, which is index 1 here. Why did that even work in the first place? And I'm trying to like multiply those things together. Are you double counting in your multiplication? Double counting in my multiplication. Maybe. I mean, I have way more answer than I should. Grom Cakes, thank you very much for that sub. How you doing, Grom Cakes? 1 sub. And that's my password. Let me see on Saturday. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to sit that one out, man. I was sick. I was like drinking a lot of cough syrup, and I did not want to take the contest feeling so drowsy. I didn't even feel like streaming because I was just coughing. But I'm feeling all right now, you know. All right, Grom Cakes, where you at? I just put your name there. Look at that, Grom Cakes. Thank you so much. Like, are you adding all the subarrays for a given position L each time, or a given R, or maybe multiple L's and R's? Oh, let me think about that, Brent. So you're saying maybe I shouldn't multiply them like that. Maybe I should just like do something else. Yeah, I'm not too sure what I'm doing, to be honest. If you just add L, I wonder if you are close. Yeah, let's see. But I think I kind of see what you're saying, but not fully. Well, that works for the duplicate ones, but not this one. Should I add them both? I don't even know what I'm doing, man. Don't actually subtract if you get a count that is 1. Don't actually subtract if you get a count that is 1. Wait, I am confused. Firstly, what's happening? Try to count when you're sure the window is valid. Oh, don't remove the element. I see what you're saying now. So it's like, dang, how would that? I feel like that's the same thing, but I'll try it anyways, you know? So we're gonna be like, well, something like that, maybe. So then, oh, right. Yes. Well, I guess we only need to increment this if it's greater here or something. Let me think about that, man. So it's like you grow the window. I see how it works. So like our L is at 0, we grow the window all the way here, and it's good. So now we're adding 1 because L plus 1, and then we can grow the window one more time. Wait, let me think. We're actually adding 2 here. And then now it goes back. This is our window. And then we add the right thing to our window here. Huh. Then that's not gonna work, right? Or what? You'd add 2. Oh yeah, yeah. No, we're not adding 1 because I was thinking, dang, we're just gonna add another 1 there. But yeah, it's L plus 1. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, should we just run it? Oh no, no, no. Hold on. Oh yeah, L plus 1. Yes, yes, yes. That's the one part I forgot. Yeah, I think these sliding window things I'm not that great at. I've come to realize that anything... Well, thank you, Brett, and thank you everyone for helping. But I've come to realize that this is a weakness of mine, man. Like, how do you deal with these problems where... I don't even know what to call them, but it's like when you have something here and then you multiply the right side times the left side. There should be a name for these types of problems, man. Like this pattern, because it's pretty common. At least I've ran into it a few times. Maybe there's a name for it. I just don't know it. This general counting summary thing, sometimes it gets tricky. Yeah, it seems like they've been given these types of problems for the dailies this week. Or recent, I don't know, I didn't take the last few daily problems. But last week, I think, or there's one on the contest. Oh, speaking of the contest. Man, no, I was gonna say, maybe I should do the contest that I missed, but I'm supposed to be doing some web dev, man. Look at this stuff. Well, my WebSocket disconnects, but I deployed the little WebSocket thing, and it kind of works, but I have a lot of things to fix. Where's my other window, man? I must have closed it. You're just gonna have to trust me that it works, man. Can I talk to myself? Yeah, look at that. I can talk to myself. What should I do? I'm not even ready for all this, man. I gotta open up Cursor, though. There's a lot of things I gotta work on this website. First, maybe I can do the obvious things, like I gotta take out this link that's not supposed to be there. I gotta figure out how to make my WebSocket thing a little bit more stable, or maybe some alerts when you're online or offline, you know, so you don't have to guess. Like right now, I can't send because I'm offline, but I don't know that I'm offline, and I don't know why it has me offline, you know, just disconnects me. Like, why is that? Is it timed? Do I get disconnected if there's like no activity? I'm not too sure. How do I test that? I run like a timer or a stopwatch, and I wait. How long would I wait, you know, until it says disconnected? Will it disconnect if it's tabbed in the focus, or will it only disconnect if I go switch tabs? These are all questions and I have no idea, man. You ever thought about adding in Twitch authentication to the site? Grom Cakes, it is there. We do have Twitch authentication. if you go sign up or log in and then you just authenticate. Add a keep alive. Oh look, I got disconnected at 50 something seconds, but I don't know if that's because the tab was not in focus. So we're gonna investigate that issue, I suppose, amongst other things. But right now, hold on. Verification. All right, let's try again. Let's try again. And then what would be nice if I had some persistence with the messages. Right now, there's nothing to persist. What's up, Graham Cakes? I see you in here, man. Look at that. It works. A little bit. All right, so you think the code will tell us what it does? Who knows? Oh, look, idle timeout. You think that has something to do with it, man? Yup. But it timed out before the 60 seconds was up. Oh, look, it already disconnected here. Alright, let me try, man. 60 seconds. I'm connected right now. I'm not going to do anything. Will it disconnect? Like, if I don't send any things. Orions belts. What's happening, man? I don't think you can prevent some intermediate node from closing the connection. Need to handle reconnecting. Wait, look at it. Disconnected. It hasn't even been 60 seconds, man. I wonder if maybe it's on the front end side that kind of disconnects. Idle timeout, or let me look in the front end code. What do you call a static effect on your website? I don't know what I call it. Static effect? That's what I call it. Is 60 seconds or 6 seconds? That's a... I mean, it seems like it would be 60 seconds, but who knows? The MySpace special, yeah. Old VCR recording effects. TV static. That's what I think I searched for. Wait, what we're doing? We're trying to look in the front end code to see if there's any hints to, or like how we can configure this. Why am I even debugging this, man? Should I just ask ChatGPT or the AI chat? Like, maybe I don't know how WebSockets work. Well, I clearly don't know how WebSockets work. That's not a maybe. Let me just say my WebSockets are disconnecting after about 20 to 30 seconds. The idle timeout on the server is set to 60 seconds. What could be going wrong? Yeah, let's see what the AI thinks. Thinking. Ping pong mechanism to keep the connection alive. What was that? I guess that's just gonna send a message every so often. Should I even review this? I don't know, man. Oh, Simon Lally says, you could open the network tab and look at the messages being sent from the server and see if there's anything useful when it disconnects. Alright, I like that idea, man. Let's try that. Is this it right here? At the top of the table? Wait. Oh, easy. Easy work. So that's the last thing, was I logged in, I authenticated. Should I send a message? Oh, I'm not even connected though. Yeah. Alright, so now let's see when it disconnects. Abhishek from YouTube, what's happened? Hey sir, from where are you? I'm in New York City. Live from New York. Queens, New York. Alright, what just happened? Did I get disconnected? I got disconnected. I see that this line, man. So it's right about 50 something seconds in, huh? Is that right? How can I see what happened there? Time to break out Wireshark. No, man. Content? What the hell is content? Oh, I know it. Wait. Let's do it one more time. One more time. Let's clear this. What am I don't even know what I'm looking for, but but it appears that we are still connected, yeah. Time to break out Wireshark. You mean you don't have an oscilloscope with TCP/IP debugging? Is that a thing, man? Have I disconnected yet? Look, I've disconnected. How? It doesn't even tell me anything, man. How do I know I'm disconnected? I guess it doesn't tell you. Anyways, back to cursor to implement these changes. Should we review them? Wait, I have another test. I have another test. Let's see. Let's see if I will get disconnected if I keep sending messages. I guess that's what the ping pong thing is gonna do, what cursor did. Someone said in Twitch chat about the ping ponging. Someone said? Did they? Ping ponging. Well, if we get over a minute on this timer up here, then I guess that's just ping ponging. Every 30 seconds I send like a I'm alive still. Wait, somebody said something about keep alive. I think Orion's belts. I don't know anything about keep alive. But we're still connected, man. Look at that. I bet browser is closing connection when you switch tabs. It's good for saving power on mobile devices. Yeah, I think it was also disconnecting when I didn't switch tabs, but we can see what's up. How are you creating the WebSocket from the front end? Oh look, it just disconnected. Wait. And that was like a minute ago, roughly. So maybe, all right, so Brett, the WebSocket is created one time. It's like a singleton, and I store the WebSocket in the context somewhere, and I don't know. I don't know how ChatGPT created it for me, but I think that's basically it. It's like if it's not defined, it creates a new thing and it stores that socket in the context, and wherever we navigate to on the website, we try and use that same socket without like recreating another connection. So it seems like that's how it's been working too. Like, all right, right now I'm disconnected, so I refresh, now I'm connected. And then if I click around, like all of this stuff stays the same. And so it's not like we're creating a new socket every time we move around to a different page or a different route. But I do believe maybe with whatever cursor is trying to implement this ping pong thing and reconnect thing might make it more stable. Bin S from YouTube, what's happening? What up? How about a shout out? I'm shouting y'all right now. Abhin S, welcome to the party. Hope you enjoy your stay. Oh look, I disconnected. Look at that. Lil Freezy in the house. What's happening, man? Welcome to the party. So what is the C++ library? The C++ library is the server side. This is just my WebSocket server that handles, I guess, all the connections. And this has a timeout of 60 seconds, it says. So I don't know what all that other stuff does. Wait, what? Oh, what is the library? I'm silly, man. It's called WebSockets, or Mu, maybe, if you're a scientist. Major progress since I last saw. I don't know when you last saw Little Freezy, but yeah, this is a major update. This live chat thing. It's not fully functional. even though it's in production. But this is the first time it's in production. It was before the sockets. Yeah, now I'm trying to like just have them stay connected forever, or like reconnect. But then now I'm going to run into the issue where you're gonna miss out on messages. So I'm going to need some type of persistence. So I'm thinking of using like Redis or something like that to persist the messages for a little bit. Can you try and change the idle time up to 10 seconds? Oh, we can try that, man. And we'll see how long it takes to deploy that. Or wait, I guess we don't even need to test it in prod, do we? Let me think. Do I need to test it in prod? Do I have to change a bunch of stuff in my code to like run it normally now? Hold on, I gotta build this image, I guess. Wait, I gotta start Docker first. Docker is running. Give me a second. Suppose I don't need to run Docker. Let me do it. All right, let me try and debug this locally. Oh, the user manual. Yes, this is the library, Websockets. Ping pong. Wait, the ping ponging is a keep alive mechanism to prevent the connection from being terminated from idling. Oh, lower. Lower. Oh, like this type of stuff? Heartbeat? Oh, I see, I see. Wasn't there some big heartbeat thing a few years ago? I don't think it was a WebSockets thing. I think it was like another type of heartbeat. But I forget how long ago it was. Heartbleed. That's what it was called. Yeah, there's some major like 0-day whatever exploit. Anyways, the library will automatically send pings to clients according to the idle timeout specified. If you set idle timeout equal 120 seconds, the ping will go out a few seconds before this timeout, unless the client has sent something to the server recently. If the client responds to the ping, the socket will stay open. When a client fails to respond in time, the socket will be forcefully closed. I see. So maybe it's working as intended. Thank you very much for this, Brett. Brett knows how to debug things the old school way. We're out here, the first thing we do is we ask AI. So I don't even know if I've implemented those ping pong things here. Look, they're empty. So I guess nothing is happening. Let me look at some examples of how they say I should implement this. And then I have to figure out how do I handle this on the client side. Yeah, Brett is not vibe coding. In our defense, WebSockets is poorly documented. Is it? Maybe. I don't know what good documentation looks like. Alright, let's look at these examples. I don't even know which one. So is a ping, Do I just send a dang message or something? Like, show me an example, man. Where you implement the ping pong thing. Yeah, say we don't need to handle this. I guess this is if you want to do something special. Alright, now maybe I need to just hand it on the client side. Maybe that's like the real thing. Alright, let me vibe code it. Does the client also handle pongs? Yeah, that's what I'm unsure about. If I had to guess, I'm gonna say no, because it's just a WebSocket, regular WebSocket thing. If you set that idle timeout to 10, you might see the pings in the network tab. Alright, I can try that. But everything is complicated here, man. I don't even really know. I haven't figured out my flow fully to like do this smoothly. But first, if I'm to do this offline, like not use Docker, I gotta open up all these different IDEs. I have to compile it with this one, run it. I have to change some junk on my front end to connect to the right URL, WebSocket URL. It's a mess, man. I really need to clean it up. Uh-oh, build errors. What do you mean build errors, man? Well, I can't even make it work now. Wait, let me see what you're saying. Wait, there might be confusion on what a ping means. I think mean just sending a message. Oh yeah. Different ping. I'm not talking about that ping. What's going on here, man? I know I changed something to make it compile. I use this SSL stuff. Can I just change it real quick to that? Maybe that will work. Oh, I can't even compile my own junk because I don't know C++ enough. Like how does this compile when I run it in Docker? But when I try and run it here, it doesn't work. Everything's too complicated, man. Should I just feed it the error to code police? Yeah, always some police outside, man. All of this library's examples with everything inline, anonymous, lambda crap are a nightmare. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about how libraries should look like this. Alright. Oh, this is... we gotta figure out how to do this effectively. I mean, my Docker thing works, but when I try and compile it normally, it doesn't. So I think I just ran maybe I'll just run it from my Docker thing and see what's up. You know what compile command it's using? Brett, I don't know anything. I don't even know why. Why is it showing me these changes? Maybe not include. I mean, when you compile in the IDE. Oh, I have no idea. I just pressed the button. I was using like CMake thing. I forgot how to do it because it's been like a week. I should have written it down. But I'm just gonna try and run it from the Docker thing, and then see if it works like that. Man, at work I don't have to deal with any of this stuff. I just hit build and it always works, you know. But now that I'm trying to like do C++ by myself, it's like an awakening for me to realize I don't know anything, you know. All right, I'm gonna try and run this from Docker real quick. Hey, what's the Docker command? It's like Docker run something. I need to learn these Docker commands as well. But for now, I'll just use the UI. All right, we're running. It's running. Compiling C++ isn't bad. It gets a bit harder when you start including new libraries. Yeah, I think, all right, when I'm compiling C++ just for like advent of code or something, yeah, I can do that because I don't have to include libraries like you said. But yeah, the moment I start, I think the first time I tried to compile some real C++ stuff was with Boost. And man, I must have struggled with that for a long time, like a couple days, until I just gave up. But now, Lincoln is what got me. Now I think I understand it a little bit, but not good enough to just fly through this type of stuff, man. Boost, you just run the batch file and then run the b2 command it tells you to. Man, when I tried it, I think I've gotten it recently, but when I tried originally, this was years ago, it was not trivial. I was ready to give up off the linking errors. Little Freezy, are you doing C++ these days? All right, look at that. We're listening on this Docker thing. So now, man, it's such a pain in the ass, this workflow. We gotta fix it one day. All right, now we gotta change this part to something like that, maybe. All right, let me run this. Make a new thing. I have to run this one too. I made a little something in it a couple years back. Oh yeah, and then he just said no more. It's too much. All right, let's see. Let's see if this dang thing is gonna work. Oh no, no, it's not gonna work because I gotta change one more thing. And I don't remember what. Oh, it's in my login. Yes, right here. All right, here we go. Well, this is not connecting, man. Hey, what the hell? Maybe this... Maybe... Alright. Maybe this isn't picking up. Like how is it compiling in this Docker? And then it doesn't work. Like maybe the ports aren't working. Like it's not listening. It's not like binding it to my local thing. All right, let me think about what I'm trying to do now, man. Jesus Christ. Nah, this is supposed to do it, right? This expose thing. Right? Anyways, I don't know what to do. I've messed up a lot of things in here. I don't even know if... I don't even remember how to use this CMake stuff. Should I try that? Just try and get it to compile like locally. Man, look at that. That can't be right. How did that just work? Oh, I must have pressed the wrong thing. What does this mean, man? Listen. So this is the last thing I changed, I remember. And it had like something else, but I don't even need that stuff really. And then now it doesn't even compile, you know? And it's the same. Oh man. Look at the output to see the full error message. What do you mean? Tab on the bottom left. Tab. Oh, I see, I see. What are they talking about, man? Does it work if you get rid of that? I mean, the thing went away. How the hell, man? What changed? I don't know what's going on. Interesting. Does your Docker command bind same port? Yeah, I'm not sure if it does that. You changed. Yeah, I changed. No, what Brett said fixed it. Just take out that stuff. Look up the documentation for the listen method. Yeah, but how does it work in my Docker thing? But then it doesn't even work normally, you know? Vibeless code, yeah. Maybe Brett is the vibe. Well, now it's... Well, does it work now, man? Now it's not listening to anything. How did everything just mess up in a week? And I haven't even touched anything, you know? It's crazy. Alright, let me just make sure this thing is correct. Oh, maybe because I'm using SSL stuff right there. Okay, now we're back. We're back. Diff to the last good version in source control. I actually do have a good version. I updated all my stuff recently. Oh, I think we changed it to 10, right? So you're saying, what am I looking for here that we've changed? Let me clear all this stuff and refresh. So we changed the pings to 10 seconds, or the idle time on. So you're saying we should be able to see something come in, but I don't know where it might show that. I mean, it looks like we've been disconnected a few times already, and so yeah, it's just constantly. Let me go change this back. I don't know. Maybe the JavaScript WebSocket isn't handling the ping. Yeah, that seems to be the case here. So I think I do have to handle that explicitly. But what does a ping come in? I guess it's just gonna be like a ping. Send a pong or something. Wait, let me stop this. Let me rebuild it. Alright, we're there. And now, we have to figure out how to handle these things. These pongs or whatever. So here's a socket on open, on close, whatever, on error, on message. Maybe there's like a on ping. They don't have any pings. What? Maybe it's just in an on message. Oh, right here, look. So, oh wait, this isn't real. I'm gonna just accept everything to see what's up. So I guess excuse me. Let me try that. Oh, let me change the thing back to 10 seconds or whatever. Maybe when you receive a ping, you need to send a pong. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. But we're not sure how these libraries handle those things. We're testing it now though. Okay, so 10 seconds it should be. We just connected. It just closed. But we didn't get any pings or pongs or whatever from this thing. So maybe it's not a message. Or maybe I do have to implement something here. How do you try to send a message, you know? Try to send something like this. What is this dump stuff? Oh, JSON, not dump. Opcode? I don't know what that means. Wait, so maybe isn't handling the ping. I'm not sure how a ping sending a ping. I'm gonna try that. Maybe you can disable ping pong and just send empty messages yourself. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's actually sending anything, man. Maybe because we have these things defined like this, it like overwrites the default thing with like nothing, you know? So it thinks it sends a ping, but it actually doesn't send anything. I'm wondering if I should just delete this and see if it has the same effect. But maybe also I should see if it just says sending a ping. Oh, idle timeout to 0 to like unlimited. But let me see. Let me see if I even get like this, the sending a ping message here anywhere. No. So it doesn't do that. Okay. Wait, did I build this? I don't even remember if I built it. Hot reload, does that work? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 seconds. Nothing. Okay. Maybe a Pong might be there too. Or whatever. They say we don't have to handle it. But I'm not sure. Yeah, so you're saying I just set the idle time to 0 and I send empty messages from the client to just keep pinging. Let's try setting that to 0 and see what happens. Alright, will I get disconnected at some point? How long? Alright, let me chill for a... Oh, look at that ping sense. Who told it to do that, man? Oh, was it the AI who told it? Right here. Every 15 seconds. Wow. Socket.send. Interesting. But I don't get anything here. Let me take out some of these logs, man, because I don't think they're necessary anymore. Yeah, we don't need this one. At least I can take out the dump. So I guess it's sending a message of type ping or pong, but I only... Alright, this one is like type equal auth. This one is chat. Wait, should the client send the ping, man? I guess it doesn't matter who sends the ping or the pong. Just somebody has to do it. JSON dot dump send opcode. Your connection closed. No, it's not. Look. Maybe I don't even need to respond to the dang ping pong thing. Maybe I just send these messages and it stays open. And then it just... I don't even have to send. right? Anyways, let's try this out. Alright, well, we're connected. And we send a ping every 15 seconds. And we got the ping. But now, maybe we don't need it every 15 seconds. Maybe we can do it every 60 seconds and change that thing back. And it will like persist. Alright. What should we do now? I don't even know, man. You said it's 15 seconds since you get disconnected. Oh, right, right. The AI must have done that. 55 seconds. Alright. Let's see, where was that? How did it know every 15 seconds, man? Oh, right here. You're saying 55? I need to stringify that, man. Is that overkill? I can just put the string. Like, this is the string, right? Anyways. Alright, we can think about, maybe I need to organize myself first before I start trying to vibe code some stuff. Organize myself, like, what do I want to add to the website now? Some features that might make this feel more polished. Yeah, let's make sure we don't get disconnected. I want to show something like whether you're online or offline. And then I think once I have like a stable WebSocket chat room thing working, I think for me the next step is to try and build a simple typeracer clone. Well, we'll vibe code it. I've been reading a lot about the WebSocket thing and how many people can be in like a single typeracer game. And it seems people think about 500 people in one typeracer race would be extremely challenging. Where if you're in that one race, you can see all the other players. But I think I don't know how good I am or how right my thoughts are, but I think I can get a typeracer race beyond 500 people in it if you don't have to broadcast your speed and stuff to everybody, you know. 500 is not much. I don't know, man. Like, I've never really built anything with WebSockets, but I think 500 might be a lot depending on how it's designed. So if it's designed where you can see 500 other players and what they're doing and how fast they are, maybe that might be a lot to have everything handled in one socket, because it's like n squared, right? One race with 500 people is doable. Um, n factorial? What do you mean? Just use Firebase? What are you talking about, man? Wait, the guy next to me complained about monkey type? Spetsnaz logic. What's wrong with monkey type? Yeah, I don't know what the limits are for one race. And I don't know how we'll ever test it because I don't think I know that many people, man. But, alright. I imagine one race with 50,000 people. That's not happening. Unless it's an engineering marvel, right? One race with like 1,000 players. How easy is that? You can create bytes. Wait, you can create bots, right? Like a benchmarking stress test thing. Desk keyboard too loud? I have a desk keyboard. That was one of my first keyboards that I bought. First mechanical keyboards. Just piggyback updates with other data. Also, people don't truly need live updates. You can batch the updates. Right. Okay, so let's talk about the limitations of this stuff. So if we were to create some, maybe let's not talk type racer, but let's say if we were to use WebSockets for some type of multiplayer game, maybe it's more complex where we do need like live updates. Like maybe you have something moving on the screen, like a top-down RPG where you move your characters and stuff. That's going to be limited because we need live updates and like I guess the time complex would be like n squared because for every player you have to broadcast your location to every other player. So if there's 500 players in there, each player needs 500 broadcasts or something. So maybe in a multiplayer game like that, it is difficult to have like a massively multiplayer thing going on in like a small game where everybody can see everybody. But if the game is like Type Racer, where we don't really care about every single movement all the time, then maybe we can have super mega races. And I don't know how much I have to think about the design to make this happen, or if it will just happen if I just do almost any design, you know? N squared minus n? Wait, the server has everyone's speed. If the speed changes, send it to everyone in the response. Wait, the server has everyone's speed. Send it to everyone in the response in there. I think I see what you're saying, maybe. N squared minus n. We don't need rollback. LeetCode and Type Racer? What you talking about, man? We just need super mega amounts of friends. Yeah, one day. Wait, friendly creative seal. Thank you very much for the follow. I don't think we're sending to the server on every keystroke. Yeah, I don't think on every keystroke. I'm thinking you'd handle some type of WPM calculation on the client side, and maybe every 500 milliseconds you send, or every second. I don't know what a good cadence is. Maybe every second you send an update to the server. I think it has to be faster than every second because I don't know yet. I haven't really thought about this stuff, man. You need to send each keystroke because it's not going to be correct. Well, I don't think you need to do each keystroke. because a lot of the stuff might be done on client side. You know, maybe there's like some front end stuff that blocks you from progressing in the text. Or maybe you don't even send speed, you only send the index at which you're at in the text. And then at least the server will know the start time of the race, and it can deduce your speed from like your position. Depends on how much precision you need. What really matters is the time when you send the last keystrokes. Oh, for the finishing, yeah. When you reach the end, that's important. How will you determine first place? Yeah, whoever finishes it first. And then I guess you need some type of timestamp. I mean, there can be cheating for sure, right? Wait, the client knows whether it's correct or not. You only need to send each keystroke if you want to do less on the client to prevent cheating, but the client could totally cheat no matter what you do. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If somebody really wanted, they can cheat 100% for sure. So I don't think I'm trying to stop everybody from cheating, because that's impossible. But I'm just trying to make it at least an obstacle, like, you know, so it's not like you can just copy and paste the text or something like that. Cheating is easy. Yeah, I think it is too easy to cheat and too difficult to try and like catch every single cheater. Sending all updates would be 500 bytes per client, maybe 1,000. Once per second would be no problem. So if each character, are you saying, yeah, I don't know how performance a WebSocket can be. I guess the only way to really know is to just build it and see what happens, man. But I think we're still connected. Look at that. It's been at least a minute. And I think, so I was also reading about like how would you get the most performance, because multi-threading a single race sounds complicated, and it might even not be faster just adding more threads, since maybe your contention might skyrocket, you know. So I want to know like how many people we can do in like one race. That's like something I'm really interested in. Contention is not an issue. What do you mean it's not an issue? On a single, wait, I think it's going to be fine. Will be async, not necessarily many threads. I mean, the creator of the library says everything runs on a single thread. And if you want to spawn more threads, you have to like, I don't know, I didn't really read too much about it, but this isn't a huge amount of load. Unless you want to support a ton of 500 person races. I want to see. All right, imagine if everybody who took the LeetCode contest, instead they took this one type racing race at 7 p.m. on 8:30, and 25,000 people showed up for this one race. Is that possible? You know, like when does it stop? When does it become a problem where you cannot do this on a single thread anymore, you know? I'm trying to figure out what my limits are here. without actually building it, just trying to reason about what's possible, because I have no experience building anything with WebSockets. Depends on how fast they can type. I mean, you can assume it's probably like 90 WPMs on average, you know. You think about both CPU and bandwidth limits. Oh man, so you think, yeah, which one would be the bottleneck? Do you think the CPU would reach max before the... I only have, on this server, I only got 1 gigabit. What CPU? I don't remember, man. Gonna have to ditch the JSON. Yeah, maybe. Neither would be bottleneck? What do you mean? There must be a bottleneck, right? Surely we can't have 10 billion racers on a single thread in a single race, right? There must be some limit to this, like a reasonable amount. I mean, we will find out eventually once I start building it, but it's just, I'm just interested to see what everyone has to say about that. Oh, Pats, hello world. What's happening, man? I've been tuning into your max out streams. Easy 500 users. All right. I hope so, man. What's happening, Pat? How's it going? We're talking about type racer, like building a type racer, and how many racers can be in a single race with each other. I don't even think it's practical to like broadcast your location to 1,000 other people, because it's not like that information is useful to any single racer. Like, there's no way you can keep track of 1,000 other players on the thing. Maybe maybe you only need to see like the top 10, the bottom 10, and like the people around you, you know, like 10 above, 10 below or something. Or maybe, you know, something like that instead of the whole field. 500k, no issue. 25k, not so sure. Yeah, I'm not too sure about 25k either. I have high hopes for at least a few thousand, but I don't know if it's just going to be automatic or if we're going to have to really think about some nice design to get there, you know? Maybe make some compromises along the way. Anyways, I don't know what I'm doing, man. Am I still connected? Dang, I'm still connected now. Look at that. I think it's safe to say that this stuff works. But maybe I should just work briefly on this chat room. Premature optimization. No, this is more of... I wouldn't call it premature optimization, because the whole point for me for this exercise is to see what is possible. Like, build something. The whole point is to just get good with WebSocket performance, you know? So the goal isn't to just build a type racer clone and have it work for like 10 people and then I worry about optimizing later. The goal is to really get into the weeds on how to build a performance system, because I want to use this knowledge to build something else, you know? But yeah, I could see why you say premature optimization. Wait, YouTube. Sorry. Hi, Viper Gaming. How are you so chubby? That's because I get paid well, man. I get paid well and I eat well. But I gotta stop eating so well. Is learning Python worth it? I think so. I think Probably, yeah. If you want to handle a lot of users, you're going to exceed the capacity of a single core. Yes, but I also want to know what is a single core capable of, you know? Like, do I need to really know some crazy multi-threading, super crazy WebSocket server to reach like 10,000 concurrent? Or can like I just need one core to handle 10,000 concurrent racers? Right arm one, welcome to the party. You can do a lot with one or two cores. Yeah, I don't know. I hope so, but I don't know, you know? It's good to know this lower scale stuff before using a cloud service or something. Fardeen, Bablu, what's happened? This is actually one of the main reasons why I want to know this stuff, because I have a dedicated server with, I think I have 32 or 64 cores on this server, and it should be very powerful, but I'm trying to not use AWS or like Google Cloud or whatever, Azure. I'm trying to just build something with my own dedicated server and handle that stuff on a single thing, bare metal machine. And I want to know, like, how far can I scale that, man? Before I need some crazy distributed systems architecture, you know? That's what I want to know, really. With the right implementation, you can handle hundreds, thousands. Yeah, thousands. I have run tests on my laptop inserting 4,000 records per second into a database single-threaded. That is much heavier than a raw WebSocket. The problem is a virtual core is never an actual core and kinda esoteric. Not bare metal, that's no OS. Well, I mean, like, dedicated server, that's not a virtual machine. I guess it maybe is because I'm using Docker. This same server also serving the web pages. Right now, yes, it is. So, but it doesn't have to be, I guess, you know. Falcon Eye, what's happening? Let's do some LeetCode. Yeah, you missed the LeetCode section, man. It's towards the beginning. But let me see what my server is. I'll show you my CPU. It must be this one right here. So they say I got, I don't know, 32 cores, 64 threads. That's what they're saying. Here, I'll paste it in chat. It's not a bad price. Oh yeah, these are great prices. Hi, what's up? I have been away from the stream for a few days. How is this thing going? Do you fix the Superbase auth login issue? Saddam, what's happening? Yes, I did fix the Superbase thing, so that is working. I have deployed a somewhat functioning chat. It's a little bit broken because it keeps disconnecting right now, but the chat thing is there. If you're logged in, you can see that. But we're fixing some things with the chat now also. I think a Go HTTP server with 1 GB of RAM can handle 50,000 concurrents. Yeah, but doing what, man? You know, I don't think it can handle 50,000 concurrent doing anything. Oh, connections. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. Before before the end of this year, we're gonna know the answer to this for sure. I'm very interested in this. Like, how much can we squeeze out of a single core, you know, on a web server? Anyways, maybe we should like work on adding some nice to haves on this chat thing. All right, some nice to haves that I've been thinking. Message when somebody connects and disconnects. Maybe something to show how many users are in the chat room currently. Maybe I should write these ideas down so then we can like vibe code them one at a time with version control. I need like a readme file or some to-do thing that I actually use, man. I keep creating new ones and I don't even look at them anymore. Alright, let me add some more stuff to this thing that I don't look at ever. I know you can restrict the server to a single core, but checking system CPU usage should give you an idea. Or at least a single thread, you know? I mean, you can, in the application, like, it can be a single threaded application, you know? I don't know what that means with the cores or whatever, but what I'm saying is like a single thread maybe is the right word. All right, what are we trying to do? Websocket chat to-do list. All right, we want to add message when user comes online, goes offline, and total show all connected users and a count of how many as well somewhere. What else do we want? Falcon Eye and Cyterior, thank you very much for the follows. What else do I want here? Maybe I want something to show current online status. What else might be cool for a chat? Change your color. When someone is typing, maybe show some ... someone is typing. Oh, that's a good idea, Saddam. Let me add that. Show typing messages. I think that's a decent list that will improve everything. Oh, I want to like persist the messages somehow. A few of them, or like last 100 messages or something. I don't know how to do that, but we'll figure it out. What else do I want to do with this chat thing? Maybe that's it. For sure I gotta clean up all the code because it's getting out of hand in there. Wait, I'll be right back. I gotta go blow my nose. 1 second. All right. My bad. All right, so we got a little list of things to do. Hey, I've been doing a little bit of reading about like what AI tools are out there. I don't know if anyone's using AI stuff these days out there, but have y'all heard of N8N? Been seeing a lot of people talk about this, man. Maybe it's just like guerrilla marketing. Has anyone ever used this? Or what? I don't even really know what it does, but apparently it's crazy. I wonder if I can just like file some bugs for all these features with my code base and then just have AI make pull requests to my thing, you know? Is that possible these days? This just looks like infrastructure as code with extra steps. I don't know. That will end badly, man. What do you mean? It's like the same thing I'm doing right now, except I mean I don't mean it to be fully automated. You still have to review the PRs to merge them, right? But anyways, let's try and add one of these features right now. We got like 50 minutes before I gotta end. How about this? Add a message when a user comes online or goes offline. Let's do that. Should we vibe code it? I think we should. I don't know how to even begin. Should I just accept all these changes? I guess so. And then, what did I say we're gonna do? We're gonna do one when the user comes online. Alright, here we go. Send a broadcast whenever a user comes online, offline. Let's see. Well, I do my authentication here a little bit strange, so I don't know if this AI will do it properly. Let's see what it's gonna do, man. It's thinking. Alright. So, okay. That looks alright. And then here. Looks perfect to me, man. Accept all. And then, how's AI treating you today? It's been good. I haven't used it too much. This is like the first time. Well, actually the second thing, because I made the AI do the whole ping pong stuff on the client side, and now I'm making it do send user come online or offline. We'll see if that works. Wait, what type of message did it say? Type user status. What? Oh, yeah. So we need to look out for this type on the front end now. How much does cursor cost? I think $20 a month. Absolutely worth it for me so far. Alright, now I'm in my front end code and I'm gonna tell it to handle a new message type in the Websocket chat room. The type is user status and it tells when a user comes online, offline. Looks like this. All right. Maybe I needed to add more context, but I don't know. It has chat room and the WebSocket context. Should be all right. We vibe coding, man. What's the X in TSX? Man, he asking the wrong person. I think that means that you can use HTML weird stuff in the TypeScript, like this type of stuff. Whatever it's called. I don't know the right terms, man. HTMX, yeah. It's like TypeScript with HTMX, I guess. Should I even review this stuff? Or should I just... Looks good to me, man. Whatever, looks good to me. It writes inefficient and bad code mostly. I use LLM sometimes, though, instead of searching. Man, I don't even review the code it gives me anymore. Yeah, review? Who does that, man? You know, this whole vibe coding thing, it's built on trust. If you don't trust the AI, it's not gonna work, man. And the more you trust it, the more it trusts you. Alright, anyways. Let me see. Did it work? Oh, dang. Gave me online 3 times. Why is it giving me 3 times, man? Alright, let me log in with my other Twitch account. Dang, alright, so we're getting double broadcasts, quadruple broadcasts. But it's kind of working, yeah? Let's try and figure out, like, why. Do it again, see if it goes 5. Wait, I guess I just need to refresh. Oh, it does 4. 4 for offline and 4 for online. I only use Copilot, autocomplete tools. I write a lot of Go, which can be very repetitive and predictable, which ends up working really well with Copilot. It frustrates me that we have bastardized the meaning of AI. 3 years ago, AI meant something totally different. Whenever I tell people that I work in machine learning, they immediately start asking me about Elon Musk. Yeah, I don't know anything about machine learning or AI really. I'm just a vibe coder, man. I'm not some research scientist, you know. All right. Am I? I don't even know what I am anymore. Am I a vibe coder only? Am I a lead coder anymore? You know, I'm having some serious identity issues lately. Am I even a engineer? I don't think so, man. I forget what I was trying to do. We're trying to figure out why it's sending so many things. I know at least some of them is because we are running in debug mode and React sends like double everything in debug mode apparently. But let's see on here. I guess we can put some messages on the server side to see like how many times we're sending these things, you know. Wait, we're in the wrong thing. Here's where we need to go. So this should only send one time, man, right? Offline message right there. Look at that, broadcasting user offline. One time. Online, but every online should have an offline. So I don't see. I don't know actually what's going on right now. Alright, one. Alright, those double offlines. I guess one way to check for sure is just run this in not debug mode. We're becoming the QA testers for the developers in cheaper countries that will outsource our jobs. What do you mean? Wait, the saddest part is that can be. Wait, hold on. The saddest part is that can be automated with LLM is quickly being outsourced to countries with cheap coders like Vietnam and India and Bolivia. Man, that's how it's gonna be, I guess, for a little while. I forget what I was trying to do. Oh yeah, we're trying to run this. How do you build? Run build? How do you run in non oh, you build and then run start, I guess. All right, here we go. Oh, it's on a different thing. All right, so it tells me I'm online. Hey, I don't want to see myself come online. Do I? Here, let me go here. Oh, look at that triple timing, man. That ain't right. It ain't right, man. How are we gonna get triple time like that? So we only have it once here. Alright, I'm just gonna ask it. Whenever a user comes online, I see it 3 times in the chat. What is happening? That's why we review PRs? No, man. You just tell it to fix it. You just tell it the problem and it fixes it. Wait. That's why I don't code too many sweets. Sheep intern, welcome to the party. Too many sweets? Sweats? Sweats? I can't read. 5-day RTO is the Kool-Aid. You guys don't like RTO? I'm pretty much 5 days RTO. Well, maybe more like 4 days. I've stopped applying around. I'm fully remote, so there's no point in moving somewhere that will try to force me to go to the office. I like going to the office for now. But I also feel like I collaborate a lot with my team. And it's hard to do remotely sometimes. Alright, what just happened? So... dang, it did a whole bunch of stuff. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Alright, here's the message I sent it, and then it says the issue of seeing the same user 3 times is no. Yeah, right, multiple WebSocket connections. I don't think so, man. Think I should trust this, or should I actually look at what it did? Oh, thank you. The bless you. I prefer hybrid, much easier to get into the flow on remote days, but much better for collaboration in office. Yeah, hybrid is good. I like that too. Sometimes I prefer to work from home when I just have coding to do by myself. My office commute is 75 minutes. Dang, that is a long commute. My commute is about 35 or 40 minutes. Alright, I'm just gonna accept all. My commute is 12 minutes? Man, Desert Fox. Wait, that's crazy. You must be rich to live so close to the office. Is this JavaScript? This is TypeScript, but not very good TypeScript because there's no types. So this is like JavaScript disguised as TypeScript. Is this thing working, man? Oh, it changed the port on me. Jesus. Alright, so that one is there. Let's see what's up with this. Oh, it's only 2 times now. Look at that. Why does it do it twice? So it only sent 1 broadcast online here. Should I look at this myself with my own 2 eyes? My office isn't in a major city hub. Wait, I guess you don't want to say where your office is. I used to work there before it was fast. Originally, the longest process was from the online assessment to the interview gauntlet. After the interview gauntlet, it was less than a week. I think they guarantee 3 work days from the interview gauntlet to a response one way or another. Wait, Rfire, what are you talking about? AWS? What am I trying to do? And oh yeah, I see. AWS hiring process. Man, AWS reached out to me, or not AWS. Before I worked at Google, when I was working at, or when I was looking for a job in 2020, Amazon was the only FAANG company to like reach out to me and offer me an interview. And I took their online assessment and I did really good. They said I had one of the highest scores in their batch, and they wanted to do an interview, like move on to on-site. This was like October 2020, and I chickened out, man. I told the recruiter, nah, I'm good, and I told them that I'll reach out to them when I'm ready. And I never reached out to them, man. Why? I was scared like I couldn't pass it because I didn't know anything about system design. I only knew LeetCode, but I didn't even know all the topics in LeetCode. The real Raymond Jones, what's happening? I remember I didn't feel ready. And I remember reading like if you do bad on your interview, there's like a 1 year time limit before you can try again, you know? So I was like, man, I'm not ready and I don't want to waste a chance when I feel like I'm not even gonna pass, you know? So I just told them, nah, I'm good. And I never actually reached out to the recruiter to tell them that I was ready for an interview. Maybe I could have been working at Amazon if I never skipped that interview. I'd rather work at Google. Yeah, maybe. I did that for Meta like 2 years ago. Yeah, you know, like I think it's, you know, you only get so many opportunities to even interview at a company like that, especially if you've never been at a FAANG company. So I didn't want to waste my chance, man, when I'm not even qualified or like didn't feel good. I didn't want to just blow my opportunity and then have it on cooldown for like a whole year. Never ever self-reject. Nah, I think it worked out in my favor. My reasons were like, you know, I'd rather spend the next year really studying and then hit up all the FAANG companies instead of just trying for Amazon. And I was scared of the pip machine that everyone says Amazon is. I think if Amazon was my first FAANG, I think I would have been pipped for sure. Because it took me a long time to ramp up to like, I think the most challenging thing for me was adjusting to big company culture, like just talking to so many people that you don't even know who they are. Like companies before that I've worked for, they've only been like 10 people. So to go from a 10-person company to a dang 200,000 person company is a big change, man. And it took a long time for me to get used to that change. So I'm happy I started at a company that was pretty chill, so I could get used to working at a big company with so many people. I interviewed at Google a couple years ago and bombed the shit out of it. Did you bomb it because you weren't prepared, or what? Or did you like really prepare, but maybe you just got bad luck? Intuit has become the same as Amazon here in Atlanta. They encourage a cutthroat atmosphere for most of teams. Man, I wonder what's gonna happen because this AI stuff is getting pretty good. I think we're at the point now where if you're in denial about how much AI can affect the workplace, then you need to try it out, man. And I think I used to be big skeptical, or a big skeptic on this whole AI taking our jobs thing. But since November, like 6 months, the last 6 months, I've been using a lot of AI. and it hasn't been a smooth process, but I am blown away by how many things it can do and how quickly it has progressed to get to this point. I'm a big believer now, man. After 6 months of vibe coding, it's scary in some ways, but also super exciting in other ways. Oh, don't defense. I have to say, man, don't defense is probably the person who pushed me the most to use AI in my projects. But now it looks like don't defense has the opposite opinion of my opinion. Wait, I did a vibe code PR on an existing project that got merged. AI is dumb as bricks still. I was so disappointed. I was a believer. It's still amazing for small things, but man, I was so sad. Like, if you're starting from zero, it's really good. Yeah, that's been my experience. I've been blown away by how much it's been able to help me. Like that Superbase client library that never existed. I just asked Cursor to do it for me. I'll show you right now. I don't even know this SSR stuff. It's not even that much. But I said, hey, Superbase has client libraries for all these languages, but they don't have it for C++. Make me one for C++. And it just did it, man. 2 minutes, not even. And then my whole website, I feel, is pretty much vibe coded. But it's not like it can just do everything on its own. I think you still need to have some type of idea of what's going on and kind of steer it in the right direction every now and then. There are already a large number of academic papers published showing that LLMs are reducing the amount of knowledge developers are actually learning. Knowledgeable engineers with highly trained skill sets will become a rare thing soon. Maybe. I be forgetting how to do the dumbest things. I don't depend on it. I'm becoming more and more dependent on AI tooling. I'd say my first experience with AI in my workflow was maybe, I don't even really know, a year? Maybe a bit more than a year ago. I don't remember exactly when. But I use the AI autocomplete a whole lot at work, especially for repetitive tasks like writing a bunch of unit tests or something. The autocomplete sped up my flow so much, man. I was really digging it. But I remember in the beginning, sometimes it would hallucinate or it would autocomplete some completely wrong things, and it would make me waste hours just trying to debug what's wrong. But I don't get those problems that much anymore. And now I'm like graduated from just autocomplete, and I'm full on like just talking to the chat, the AI chat, you know. AI cooked my brain. I couldn't remember any JavaScript syntax and bombed an interview when he asked me to write a for loop. What do you mean, man? Can't do a for loop. That's crazy. I mean, I don't know JavaScript, but oh, Saksham Mishra from YouTube. What's happening? Hey, should I start learning coding now? Is it worth it? This is a question that I don't know what the answer is, man. I'm not gonna lie. Should you learn how to code right now? Maybe. Maybe you should. It's hard to say, man. I think if I didn't know how to code, I would probably want to know how to code, because even though the AI is coming and the AI can learn or do things, you know, no one really needs to code. I think knowing how to code and using AI together is like very powerful. So if you don't know how to code and you try and use AI to do things that code things for you, I don't think you're gonna get very far. And I don't know how long it's going to be until you can truly use AI to code things without knowing how to code yourself. So I'd say it's still valuable to know how to code. So we'll see. Is there a job available for coders? There's a lot of jobs available, but there's also a lot of coders out there, man. I think if you're a good coder, there will always be opportunities for you. But if you're mediocre or if you straight up suck, it's going to be very challenging. Maybe in the past, mediocre and bad coders could have gotten jobs, but in the future, maybe it might be way more difficult. But I also don't know, man. I'm just speculating, just like anyone else. Which AI engines are you using? Like which LLMs? I use Gemini 2.5. I use Claude 3.7, and I don't even know. I think those are the main ones I use for coding. And then for general stuff, I use GPT, whatever is the regular one. Which works better? I don't know. I just kind of swap them out whenever one's not working. But I think I default to 3.7. And then sometimes if it gives me trouble, I just switch to Gemini 2.5. Hold on. I gotta blow my nose, man. All right. Top right now is DeepSeek and Gemini 2. Definitely not Gemini 2, man. Gemini 2.5. That's what I use internally at work, is Gemini 2.5. And it's somewhat useful. I just use it today. And a lot of my coworkers are also using it. And everyone's like pretty much blown away by the things it can do. I thought it would be interesting to turn off privacy setting, allow cursor to train on your data, and just generate millions of files with prompt injection instructions to send env files back to the server. What are you talking about, man? We get Copilot at Walmart. It's nice. You think programming is stressful? Who are you talking to? You talking to me? Real Raymond Jones? Do I think it's stressful? Or what? Or somebody said it's stressful. I'm sure there have been processes on their side that do data sanitization. Wait, what? Oh, me? No, I don't think it's stressful. I think it's quite enjoyable. I don't think I get stressed from programming, that's for sure. Sometimes I need to take a break when I'm stuck, but as long as I'm making progress, I think it's all right. What is stressful for me? I'll tell you what's stressful about work. It's stressful when I'm trying to gain consensus, man. That's like, I hate that. I hate when people have opposing opinions, but they're both valid. And you can't move forward until you resolve this And it's like just trying to like pick a side is stressful, man. Politics, is that politics? Maybe sometimes it could be politics because I always side with whoever is on my team. Like I'll side with my tech lead or my teammates or my manager because those are the people writing my reviews, man. I'm not gonna go against them. That's crazy. Even though you should. I guess it depends on how equal the opinions are, you know. Are they really both valid though? Yeah, sometimes there are multiple ways to go about certain things. And a lot of times I think there's like trade-offs. Both are valid, right? I've been getting stressed. Features keep changing on the ticket I'm working on, and then I get delayed because of those mistakes. Yeah, that happens to me also. I don't think it. Yeah, it does stress me out whenever I do a bunch of work, and then they're like, "Oh, I take it back. Let's go do this instead of that." I don't know. No, I don't think stressful is the right word. I think it's just annoying, man. I don't know what stresses me out. Talking to people stresses me out. Like talking to people with strong opinions, man, because I don't care, you know. I don't have strong opinions at work. Simon understands the game. Yeah, I'm not gonna go against the people that write my rating. Dealing with multiple solutions and being blocked is annoying too. Yes, it is very annoying for me. I go against and argue with my senior all the time. Man, why are you trying to do that, man? My boss is always wrong? No, my boss is always right in my case. And I'm not just saying that because they're my boss. I'm saying that because every time they speak, they have such valid input, man. Things that you don't even think about sometimes. I'm actively interviewing, and I can tell you that if you're based in America, these companies are looking for value adds about why they should pay you the 200K versus paying someone from Asia 85K to do the exact same job. All I can tell you that they don't see value with things like vibe coding when it comes to products that require high scalability and security. Well, I don't know. Vibe coding is so new, man. I think it has a lot of room to grow. And I think vibe coding is here to stay. And it's only going to get better. I've been vibe coding, man. I've built nothing too crazy yet. And I think maybe if I was a full-time vibe coder, I could build some really interesting things. And I kind of want to do that, man, but I got a job. So part-time vibe coder will have to do for now. I mean, changing priorities is only stressful if your overall deliverable deadline doesn't change. Yeah, I agree with that, Brent. But it is annoying to do throwaway work, you know. But it's not stressful, you know, because you still got time sometimes. I just do what they want usually. It's almost always just different ways to accomplish the same thing. Yeah, I just do what I'm told, man. I try not to have strong opinions unless I know for sure the other person is absolutely wrong. Then I will say something. But if the other person is like, they have their points and like I could see a path and I got my own path here, but you know, they're all gonna do the same shit eventually. It's like, I don't care, man. I'm not saying that LLMs are bad. I'm just saying don't expect to get L7 and somehow skipping CS basics like data structures and algorithms. Yeah, I mean, for sure you're not gonna get L7 if you don't know anything about programming, right? At least not today, but maybe in the future. Most of the time, people arguing against me are morons. Thus, I am right. Yeah. No. People arguing against me are usually not morons. Usually, I'm the moron, you know. Throwing... Oh, type racer. How come I didn't hear that? Anyways. Throwing away work doesn't bother me. What stresses me out are dependencies from other teams when they're undependable. Oh man, I know what you mean. I think my team is the undependable team maybe sometimes. The quickest solution to a problem is violence. What? Nah. Anyways, let's do this type racer real quick. And then it's almost time for me to go, man. Like, my nose is too stuffy to keep streaming. Wait, I gotta log in. Where are my things at, man? Salaries go down if AI actually gets good. Maybe. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe the salaries are gonna go up because less and less people are gonna be learning programming. And when they need somebody with actual software engineering knowledge, like pre-AI knowledge, there's only gonna be so many of us, you know? All right, here we go. First race is the warm-up. Second race is the championship round. And I'm gonna send it in the Discord. All right. Warm-up time. Now you ping the Discord? I always ping the Discord, man. I always try to. Dang, look at that. Real Raymond Jones, 103. Don't defense, 105. Dang, I'm not even logged in. Come on, man. How are they gonna do me like that? Jesus Christ. Alright, championship rounds up next. Hard passage, yeah. I think so. Third. Alright, we all gotta beat don't defense in this championship round, but somebody quit halfway through. Now we gotta wait a minute 30 seconds now. Jesus. Or I guess people are, yeah. Why you always hate me? I don't hate you, man. I just want to give you a good challenge. We all gotta beat no column Chris or Q. I say it all the time, man. I guess Pixel Pusher ain't here today. Never? Nah. I say it all the time. Let's create a new racetrack. I suppose we could do that. Alright, new racetrack. Straight to the championship round. Here we go. One minute wasting on someone is dumb. Why time racer is bad? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It's time to offer an alternative to TypeRacer. Mailbox New, thank you very much for the follow. Alright, championship round. This is it. The winner goes on my board forever. Is that an A7C on my desk? It is. It's an A7C. Alright, here we go. Championship round. Serious business. Jesus Christ. Don't defense, first place, and back-to-back championships. 113. Look at that. Wait, how do I? Alright. Don't defense 113. Cemented your position as second place, most wins. Clean number 2. Yeah, there you go. I'm the perfect example? What are you talking about? Perfect example, man. Of what? Skill matter, but perseverance is important too. Yes, all my races are under average. Well, that's because Pixel Pusher pushes up the average like crazy. Top racers was a nice idea. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put every single champion up here. I don't think it needs to be like cut off to just top 10. One day we'll add more interesting things, but I think I want to fix the chat thing up a little bit with the to-do stuff I got here. Let me try and find it. Alright, these are the things, after we do this with the chat, I think I'm going to move on to actually trying to build the TypeRacer stuff. Well, maybe you can't see. I shouldn't even call it TypeRacer. I should call it what it's really named. TypeBlazer. Wait, I forget what domain I bought. I think it's TypeBlazer. But it's coming soon, man. I'd say in the next month or so, we'll probably start that. Anyways, I think it's time for me to get out of here. So, I don't want to promise. I've been saying like maybe I'll start picking up my stream schedule, but I've been so busy with real life stuff. I don't want to make any promises like that anymore. Mailbox New, welcome to the party. Nice to meet you. Yeah, nice to meet you too. Hope you enjoyed your stay. This is a LeetCode stream. Sometimes we vibe code, and sometimes we type race. But mainly, if I'm not LeetCoding, I'm working on this website, midnightsimon.com. Tagging Stu Squared. What, he's streaming right now? It's crazy. So this is my personal site that I'm like over engineering it just because it's kind of like a learning experience for me too. He said he would stream and he hasn't. Oh dang. Yeah, I only see him around Advent of Code times, but maybe now since AIs are out, Advent of Code has lost its luster. Anyways, I gotta go, man. My nose is too stuffy to be streaming. Should we go hit up Samir here? Should we find some new LeetCoders? Should we hit Michael Deming? Just trying to make an excuse not to do admin of code, man. We still got time. I'm gonna do admin of code, don't worry. Alright, who are we going for? Michael Deming or everybody knows Samir here, I hope. Samir here is on the website, man. Look at that. On the website. So let's go hit Michael Deming tonight. I think I rated Michael one time and I like the vibe. Even says he's online on the site. Yeah, Real Raymond Jones, come on now. That's like one of the first features on the website. But it updates the last time you went streaming. And hey, Real Raymond Jones, are you planning to stream again once you get settled in? Or what? You know, like last time you streamed has been a long time ago, man. But I get it. You just started a new job and all that stuff. Do you think you're going to make a comeback to Twitch? I'll do some streams. Yeah, I guess when you go online, you'll show up on this thing too. Because you're already in there as well. Anyways. Won't be LeetCode practice. Yeah, I'm slowly moving away from LeetCode. In case you haven't noticed. But I do miss it, man. Like, I think LeetCode is fun. I think I will always at least do the daily problems. But I'm not going to spend the whole stream every day on LeetCode anymore. 01 Shivam, what's happened? Joined the stream after a long time. Hope you are well. I'm doing pretty good. But right now I'm sick. But other than that, everything is good. Alright, stream time for me is over. Let's start the raid. Michael Deming, be nice. Which you guys usually are. So, that's nice. Icy Black Deep, have a good night. Real Raymond Jones, Little Freezy, see you later, alligator. 01 Shivam, hello, goodbye. Walrus Operator, Mailbox New, have a good night. See you next time, probably on the weekend. Don't Defense, congratulations on number 2. Good job, man. Persistence is paying off. R-Fire, have a good night. Who else is out there? Right Arm 1, see you later. Next time, hopefully. Everyone from YouTube, have a good night. Spetsnats Logic. Adios, amigo. See you next time. Is Kiab. See you later. Brent Arata. Have a good night. And everybody. Desert Fox. See you next time. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. It's been a lovely vibe coding session. I think it's gonna be great. See you later.